Get me the microphone. I have a story to tell. The question goes, are unions really relevant in our society today? I will start by illustrating what unions are. Unions are organizations which represents the interests of their members. There are different types of unions covering all facets of works. Examples include bank workers, professionals, shopkeepers and airline workers. Laborers pooled their money together to ensure workers' compensation in the case of death or injury. According to Well, union began as a form of workers' protection in the early industrial era, when workers were seen as expendable resources. This led to frustrating and unfavorable situations as workers were continually marginalized, maltreated, and even fired without substantial reasons. Employers are trying to shed responsibility for providing health insurance, reasonable work hours, good retirement plan and job safety protections. They are rather making workers' jobs and incomes less secure through part-timing, contracting out, and outsourcing offshore. People necessarily need oneness in voice, to keep institutions, government agencies and employers from making the workplace look as it did in the early centuries. Students, workers and professionals need a form of representation to express themselves to the school, employers and government institutions. Standards of practices and operation needs to be maintained for monitoring purposes. Without collective representation, workers, students and others will suffer as legislations may not be sufficient. Knowing that legislators are paid by the government what unions are independent, autonomous, sustained and paid by dues workers pay. Today, unions have played important roles in our country's economy and workforce. What we forget to appreciate is that the standards that many of us enjoy for wages, safety and benefits in our workplaces comes from unions, people who fought and negotiated for the freedom we enjoy today.
Jack, mention the examples of right workers enjoy today as a result of the inestimable efforts of unions.
1. Right not to be fired for no reason. 2. Right not to be unlawfully discriminated against. 3. Right to have seniority respected and to return to job after maternity leave.
Good. What about to our economy? Have unions really been helpful?
By helping more workers make decent wages with more job security, unions were largely responsible for stabilizing the economy and stimulating its growth. Better paid and more secure workers could also pay more in taxes to support the growth of public services like schools, roads, clean water, police services, health and electricity. Using Canada as a case study, Canada is among the top 5 most prosperous countries in the world and has a relatively high rate of unionization. Union workers make more money, spend more money, and create more jobs. The healthcare benefits enjoyed by union members means healthier families and less of a burden on the healthcare system. So, come one, come all. Let's support unionism in the interest of all.